Hey guys, it's Kevin. Today we're going to convert ET-8550 into a DTF printer. I had a couple of videos before, but this one is for you to convert to a professional grade printer that can compete with whatever you saw on Amazon. The look is not critical, it's not going to look good, but it's going to print good, okay? This is for people who did a couple conversion before and you feel confident that you can get your hands dirty. Alright, talking about get your hands dirty, we're going to convert this customer brought in send in printer. It could be a little bit dirty. When you're sending a printer with all the ink in it, it's not going to look the best. And this is also why we suggest you probably send a brand new printer for us to convert. If you're sending your existing printer, it could look like this, and also it might create other problems. If you send a non-working printer, we'll have to fix it first, right? But you can successfully convert this printer. We can convert anything. We start by removing the right-hand panels. There are 3 screws to remove. One is on the top of here. Oh, by the way, I record this in my lab. It's super loud in my lab, okay? So if you don't like it, you don't like it. The second screw still on the back. It's below it. It's horizontal. Here's where it is. The third one is in the front right corner. And this customer, they get broken. When I opened it up, it was right here. Okay, you see the screw, right? Yeah. Basically, you unscrew that, push it away from you, and the panel going to come out. Now, we're going to move to the left side, and one screw on the top. I think there are 4 screws. Okay, let me see. One on the top, one in the back, one at the lower front, and one on the top front. And once you remove all those 4 screws, you peel the panel and push it towards the back. And because we're going to throw away when we do conversion, so don't worry about it. I'm just tear it off through the back. Otherwise, you can push it to the back and they come out smoothly. Now we're going to remove the scanner. On the left and right, there are 2 screws each on the hinge. Left 2 and right 2. 1, 2. And on the main board, you're going to see 3 IFFS cables, those white cables. Pull it straight up, and 1, 2, and 3, and remove them. And also, you're going to see a ground wire, which is black. It attached to the USB port. Take that screw off and remove that black wire. The wider IFFS cable is caught between those 2 plastic sheets. So you move back and forth a little bit, and see, you can pry it open, deattach the cable from there, and you can take the scanner off. Put the scanner on the table, and we're going to put the whole printer on top of the scanner. Now we're going to remove all the screws on this top panel, and remember there's 1 screw on the bottom of that cover. There is, yeah, we need to remove every single one that you see. And now take the top cover off and throw it away. And then now we're going to remove all the screws on this tank cover. And now we can remove the tank cover. And this sensor and the wire is totally useless. We're going to throw this wire away too. And remove 1 more screw on the bottom, and we can peel off the front panel. And we're still going to remove 1 more screw on this metal box, and we can take the metal box off. The printhead is locked by the cabin station, and to lower the cabin station, we pull the printhead towards your right. And then say I pull that yellow cable towards me, that's going to lower the cabin station. Now we're going to, I guess you guys can still hear me. I got a vacuum going on. Okay, anyway, so we're going to remove the tanks from the printer. So each tank has a screw on the underneath. And then we need to remove the tubes. That black tube is the waste tube. And we unscrew that, and we can pull the black tubes out. And then we can pull off the tanks. If you want to loosen the tank, you can push the tank back, it will jump out. And then now deattach the tanks. Again, sorry for the noise. Yeah, for me to find some time to make videos, I cannot be too picky. And that black plastic divider, we're not going to need it. We're going to unscrew it and throw it away. And now we're going to remove the tubes on the printhead carriage and unscrew those two. For this plastic sheeting, lift it up first. Lift it up the head and drag it to your right, and it's going to come out. And now for this metal rail, we're going to need it, okay? Don't throw it away. On this rail, we need to save one white clip from here. All three of them are identical, so it doesn't matter which one you save. So before throw away, just save one clip and save the metal plate. Now we're going to remove the star wheels underneath. The star wheels is held down by three springs. There's no screw on the star wheel. So just remove those 3 springs and take out the star wheel. Okay, now we need to remove the printhead. Remember, we freed the printhead by lowering the cabin station. Now we have to raise the cabin station. And so we park the printhead on the right. And we'll pull the printhead station towards right. And remember, we draw that little yellow belt towards us, and now we do the reverse. We push it away from us. So push the carriage to the right, and see, we push the cable away from us, and now the cabin station should be raised. When it's raised, see, it's locked, okay? And actually, this step, you have to have a really healthy, not clogged printhead to do this. So we draw ink from the printhead. However, last time I do not do this step. I do not draw it, and I just get a paper towel ready, and let me show you how I do it. Okay, so next step is get a paper towel. We fold it, and the thickness depends on this gap, so we can quickly insert into this gap. And see, this is a little bit thick, so I'll unfold it. And now I can slide this into this gap. And I'm going to use tools, a screwdriver, whatever, to push it down. And so it'll protect the FFC cable. Okay, now the money shot. So I'm going to unscrew this. And I'm going to save this screw. This screw is exactly the same size as the printhead screw. And it's worth gold. Oh, damn. Anyway, after I remove the screw, when I pull the metal bracket back, okay, see that bracket, when I move it back, now is critical time. I'm going to leave the front, okay. Once I leave the front, I stuck another paper towel in, or I fold this one in to suck the liquid. The moment you lift the front of that plastic piece, there will be pocket of ink just dump in to the printhead. Okay, and the only way you can stop it is just stuck a paper cloth in and suck up the ink. Okay, see this one? I remove the bracket first. Get ready. Lift and tuck. Lift and tuck. And after remove two of them, it's easier for you to see what's going on. Okay, so I clean those up. You can see the I-50 cable has some old ink on it, but no more new ink. Okay, those two colors are not black, and the stain on the I-50 cable is black, so that's not from this time. So it was from old ink. Okay, so there you go. Okay, you just do one by one. And every time you can use a new paper towel and dry it. So you get better and better. The ink will damage the printhead once it run off 4 corners, okay, the ink go to 4 corners and dripping down on the FFC cable and eventually short on the FFC cable. Okay, so we're going to finish this and I'll show you there's no other inks than the original black inks that are already leaking. But see, we work on all other colors, and so the all other color did not get on the printhead. We're going to watch this last one because the ink is going to run off to the left corners. Okay, left corner on the back, that's very important. So when you lift it up, immediately push it down to soak and clean it up, and now you can see the result. Eventually you're going to lose some screws, so you want to save those screws from when you take out the metal brackets, so you get enough screws. And there we are. And see, it only has old black ink, and it doesn't have other color that we removed. And most of the ink stop by this belt, so there's nothing to the connector. And all the FFC contacts are shiny and silver, and this is a good printhead. And we need a couple seconds to rewind and calm down from the rush to push the paper towel in, and now it's all set. We saved a printhead. Okay. And now we're going to unscrew this screw. This is the page width sensor, PW sensor. We're going to remove it. Not only we remove the sensor, and also we're going to pull off that cable. Look, this is the reason that the printer probably got a problem before. Anyway, so just pull it out and throw this way, and throw the page width sensor away, or you can give it to your friends. Oh, here I forgot to show you how to remove the star wheels. And so you remove the spring. And remember, there's no screw, so you loosen it up a little bit, then you move the printhead carriage to the left, okay, and then you move up to the right, and move to left again, and then lift it up on the right and throw it away. And next, we're going to do nipple conversion for the printhead. Oh, by the way, all the product we used, I'm going to put in the description of the video. So we're going to remove those screws. Those 4 screws, special screws, you have to guard it with your life. That's why I always use a container to catch underneath. Now I'm going to separate the manifold. See, there's 2 extra holes, okay? Those are 2 big holes. See that black hole? And that black hole is on the side of the serial labels, okay? So we use something to pry it gently, and we're going to separate. We're going to throw away this manifold. And we're going to use a BCH conversion cover. Again, I'm going to list this cover in the description of this video. And tell the truth, those covers are welded by ultrasonic welding. Sometimes those nipples are not open. I'll just use a syringe with tube, so each individually checking every one that's open. So I just push air, and you can feel the air get passed through, and that's all you need to do. Just double check. All right, remember I said the 2 extra holes, 2 big holes towards the serial label, okay? That little square serial label on the bottom. Okay, otherwise you're gonna mount it upside down. That'll be interesting. They're gonna fry it. Anyway, so we put the screw back. And okay, I got a customer come in and said, did the conversion doesn't work? I said, bring it in, I'll take a look. It doesn't work because you did not tight screw enough, okay? You have to tight it really tight, okay? So install the 2 diagonal first, okay? And don't tight it yet. Just like screw couple turns, make it halfway there, and then you put the other two screws in, and then you tighten it diagonally and tighten it really tight. Okay, you need the printhead to be able to push against the manifold so tight there's no ink leak. Now we're going to liquid proof or waterproof printhead. We're going to use this BCH silicone gel. This is a 10K proof, which you can use it wet. Okay, you don't need a dry. You don't need a dry to be able to install the printhead. It's non-conductive. You probably heard another product by us is a printhead cover, PHC. That one is for you to be able to remove the FFC cable after you waterproof it. However, for us, for this kit, I'm just going to show you another way that you're not going to remove the cable at all. You're going to glue the cable together. So when you change the printhead, you also change the cable. Okay, you glue the printhead cable permanently onto the printhead. So we're going to cover those two long sides with silicone gel or silicone glue. And then we take a brand new BCH FFC cable. So the cable have two heads, and so the longer one reaches all the way to the left, and then the cable go back to the printhead and wrap around, and here's the shorter side of the cable. Okay, so we put them in and then make sure they're secure. And now we're going to put the silicone gel on the top and on the bottom and all the way around. The same thing on the other side. Just whenever you see the liquid can touch the green board, you have to seal it. Frankly, the left side cable is more important. Anyway, like every wire is important, but the left side, not because it's upside down, now it's your right side. This side that I'm working on, to make sure absolutely there's no liquid go into it. If any liquid go in from this side, it's going to burn your printer and your printhead. Okay. If you get any liquid coming from the other side, it's okay, it just print weird. Hold on, we're not done yet. And now we're going to have some cotton swabs or like a sponge swabs, and massage those. Make sure it's evenly covered, and make sure it's as thin as possible, and remove the excessive glue. Especially those crevices like this curve, you have to remove the excessive glue, and also on this part. Take a look of the bottom. See, that's the curve, and here's the ridge. So if you do not remove the glue from those parts, you cannot install the printhead tightly, and your printhead is not going to be lower enough. And that's why for the printheads you bought from China, which they put a glue on, and those printheads sometimes print fuzzy, it's because those glue stop you from lowering the printhead. Again, just a paranoid me, just afraid I got any glue in there. Oh yeah, I did get some glue in there. Just one more time, clean that curve. And now let me show you how to remove the old printhead cable. There are two sets of cables, and one is the printhead cable, one is the carriage and the page width sensor cable, CRPW cable. Okay, printhead cable, there are four of them, and they're exactly same width, it's a little bit wider. So we're going to remove all four of them from the mainboard. We're going to peel off this cloth tape and pull off the double-sided tape. See, the CRPW cable is towards you, it's that little cable towards you. So we loosen the cable. Let me tell you what your goal is. Your goal is do not remove the CRPW cable, but they remove the printhead cable. So on the printhead carriage, this part, you can lift up the cable one by one, and move it outside. And now you can pull the Printhead cable, but separate from the CRPW cable. And then now you can pull and pull and pull. And remember, the CRPW cable is supposed to be kept there, and it's the outside layer of the cable. That's the CRPW. And when we install, we can use the CRPW cable as a guide and to know how to insert the cable back. All right, we successfully removed the printer cable and kept the CRPW cable there. Now before the glue is dry, so we're going to do a dry run. We're going to insert the printer securely to the bottom, and then we lift up. So now we should not have excessive glue that's going to stop us from installation later. All right, there's no glue left on the bottom, and there's no things uncovered. We're going to let the printer dry a little bit more, and we're going to remove some other things that were not needed. So we're going to remove this waste tank sensor. We're going to remove the waste tank cable. We're going to throw both of them away. Now for this front cable, front panel, and we're going to remove 3 screws. And so we're going to take out 2 cards. One is a media card, and the media card is in that metal cage. And another card is above it, is the Wi-Fi card. I'm going to just save those cards here, and I'm going to go ahead and install the front panel. And the front panel has this little FFC, just keep a mind on it. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. Not bad, huh? Anyway, only thing going to hold is this screw. Put a screw on it, and it's going to clip in. And now we can install this metal rail underneath the printhead carriage. And before we put the printhead in, we have to test over nipple conversion. I've seen lots of people, they did not put the screw tight enough, so their printhead is leaking. So let's see. Perfect. See, you only see the water come out from one channel. Okay, so if you did not tight enough, the water going to come out from everywhere. Another thing is because we waterproof the whole thing, so we don't really need to worry about too much about get the cable wet or anything. All right, this is pretty much for today. I'm pretty tired and I've been working all morning, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and we're gonna keep working tomorrow to get the thing converted. Okay. Hope you enjoyed this video. Visit us at bchtechnology.com or locally, Greensboro, North Carolina. Cheers.